About a month away now from the dreaded tax deadline. Are you ready? Charlie Heid with CLA is here with some things to keep in mind for you when you go to file your taxes. Charlie, always good to see you, my friend. You're pretty busy this time of year.
Very busy.
Give me an idea of what your office is like between now and April 15th.
There's a lot of early mornings through late nights.
And that's just the beginning because, I mean, a lot of companies or a lot of individuals wait to the last minute because sometimes it's hard getting all your documents in order. It takes time to get things lined up to bring to the accountant to do the finished product.
It does. It does. And, you know, right now everything's coming in or should have already come in. And I'm hoping that everyone has made a folder. And as those documents came in, they put them in the folder. Because so many times you know you got that 1099 or that, but where did I put it? And that's where, you know, it gets kind of frustrating.
My taxes they're done now, but about middle of February is when I set my goal to track everything down that I know because I have last year's packet. No, I'll need that. But the problem is some are not mailing them to you anymore. Some of them will just be available on their website. So you got to go in there and try to figure out how to download it, then print the download and the whole thing, and it's a nightmare. But as far as the documents you need, basically, let's go through these. The W-2s, of course, 1099s. Those encompass what exactly?
So 1099s, when we say that, it's 1099s. It's a miscellaneous or NEC for self-employment income, dividends, interest. And there's a new 1099 this year, 1099K. And we've talked about this in the past. And if you remember, this is the third-party settlement. So you think about Venmo, PayPal. If you sell things on Facebook Marketplace, if your payments that you've received in 2024 exceeded $5,000, you're going to get
the total income on that or one item?
Total.
Okay. So if you made more than $5 grand in a year, you're
getting a 1099K from that provider. And then you need to report that. Because remember, if you got a 1099, it got sent to the IRS. And they're going to be looking to match that up in your return.
Also, receipts, statements for deductions and credits. This has been confusing for me because I will put in my deductions, my contributions to charities and so forth. But it turns out pretty much that the automatic deduction,
standard deduction,
far exceeds what I ever would give.
Yeah, when they increase that standard deduction with the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, that pretty much made the majority of taxpayers in the U.S. claiming the standard deduction.
So should I even bother accumulating this still or not?
Well, I would.
If it's not going to even come near the number.
So here's how I have always looked at it, is you should accumulate it, and you should look at it because, you may have a year that you gave more to charity and you start adding it up and you say, well, you know what? I'm more than the standard deduction, and in that year you'd want to itemize.
Sure. Okay, now as far as changes in the tax structure from last year, every year it's your job to keep up with these changes, but take a look at these.
Yep, so we've got, the standard deduction has increased. We were just talking about that. So every year that standard deduction is going to get larger because it increases with inflation, where it didn't before. So it's keeping up with inflation. So that's gone. The child tax credit has not changed. It's $2,000 per child that qualifies. What has changed is the refundable portion of that credit has increased a little bit.
And also things you should do, create a checklist of documents and information you need. This is going through your last year's taxes probably and look.
Correct.
That's on the list.
Start with last year's return. That's the best way. What do I have? All the bank statements I need, my 1099s from the banks. Do I have my brokerage statements? What charitable deductions did I give a year ago? Remember, charities are going to send you a receipt for any cash donations that were over $250.
What are you hearing? For the IRS, every government agency is being looked at now from DOGE. You expect changes at IRS to affect them at all this year? Or how long is it taking for these?
It's already affecting. I've got a number of audits going on with clients, and the agents are gone. The agents were let go. So we're going to have to, it's just going to take more time. What we're also seeing is on customer service, the 1-800 number is going to be impacted.
Really?
Yep.
So for sure, I mean, it's almost a waste of your time to send a packet of documents and do it the old-fashioned way. You got to do it electronically, because basically, if you're in a parameter, you'll be passed through.
If you're still filing by paper, you need to change, because it's going to take forever to get your refund.
Charlie Heid, great to see you again as always. Thanks for coming in.